oh, someone left a cake over here. That looks delicious. Let me try that. Oh my god. Hey guys, it's Pat and welcome back to another mod showcase. And today we are going to take a look at the Cake is a Lie mod. And this mod adds in a ton of delicious looking cakes. I mean, look at all these. I feel like whenever I review a mod that has food, I am like so freaking hungry during it, and I am already starving. And yeah guys, normally these kind of mods are really boring. You know, mods that add food are important, but you know, usually they don't really add too much excitement. But this one actually does. There's some pretty cool cakes and have some cool effects as well. So let us get started. First one is the chocolate cake, and yeah, it looks freaking delicious. It heals you for 3 hearts, 1 hunger, and it has 6 parts to it. And the recipe for it is milk, cocoa beans, and wheat. So yeah, right now I haven't actually taken any damage, but you're gonna see that it will recover me 1 hunger right now. And pretty cool, I could eat part of this cake. I am starving right now. Wish I could eat it in real life, but yeah, pretty helpful. And of course, since it like recovers hearts, that is so much more useful than a lot of different Minecraft foods. So guys, I damaged myself a little bit for the next cake, so I could just show you guys that it actually does recover hearts. And the apple cake does exactly the same thing as the chocolate cake. But the cool thing about it is you can make a gold apple cake. But we'll get to that after this one. And yeah, if I eat this right here, I should get some hunger back and also some hearts. So very useful. And if you want to make this one, the recipe is a bunch of apples, wheat, and milk. But this one right here is the gold apple cake. Awesome. It recovers 8.5 hearts, which is a freaking ton, 1 hunger, and it has 6 parts to it. But the recipe for this one is quite expensive. It's going to be milk, 3 golden apples, and 3 wheat. So guys, I injured myself exactly 8.5 hearts. So if I eat 1 piece of this gold apple cake, I am back to full. And not only that, I have regeneration on as well. So pretty epic from this one. And yeah, it does cost 3 golden apples, but that effect is pretty amazing since it has 6 parts to it. So the next one is the lava cake, and this one heals you 1 hunger, and it's made of 2 parts, but it also gives you fire resistance. So kind of a cool way to get fire resistance. So the recipe for this one is buckets of lava, magma cream, blaze powder, and wheat. And obviously you really wouldn't want to like ingest lava, but of course it does work in Minecraft. So if I eat this, I now have got fire resistance on for quite a while too, so definitely a useful cake. The next one is actually the trapped cake, and yeah, it explodes, so be careful with this one. The recipe is milk, gunpowder, TNT, and wheat. So yeah, TNT is right in the middle of the cake. That honestly cannot be a good thing. So you can trick your friends with one like this. You know, you just put it down there, and they're like, oh, someone left a cake over here. That looks delicious. Let me try that. Oh my god, that is not what you want to do. You know, that could easily happen to someone. That would probably happen to me, actually. If someone left the cake there, it's a very dangerous cake. Gotta beware of the trapped cake. So the next one is the poison cake, and this is another interesting one that you really wouldn't want to eat. It recovers 1 hunger and 2 hearts though, so that is useful, but obviously it poisons you, so that is very bad. And the recipe for this one is milk, sugar, a spider eye, that's what does it right there, the spider eye, and wheat. So I'm gonna eat this right here, and yeah, now I'm poisoned, which is very bad. And it's gonna last for like 50 seconds, which is quite a while. So guys, this one is the Basque cake, and it recovers 3 hunger, and it has 3 parts. So if I eat it, it should recover 3 hunger. There we go, and the recipe for this one is eggs, sugar, and wheat. So the next cake is the redstone cake. This one recovers 1 hunger, and it has 6 parts to it, but of course gives you nausea. Because when you really want to eat like some kind of stone, it's red stone. The recipe is redstone, an egg, milk, and wheat. Really not a cake you want to eat normally, but now I am going to be nauseous for the next minute and a half, which is extremely annoying. Is it worth the sacrifice? I am not quite sure at this point, as I can't see anything at all. So the next cake is chocolate mousse, and this one recovers 1/2 a hunger bar, and that is pretty terrible. It only has 2 parts to it. You'd think it would recover more. Chocolate mousse is delicious, just saying. The recipe for this one is just cocoa beans and eggs, so kind of simple to make this one. So we will eat it, and yeah, really does not help me too much when it comes to hunger. The next cake is the brownie cake. It recovers 3 hunger and has 3 parts to it. So if I eat it right now, 3 hunger, and the recipe for this one is wheat, an egg, sugar, and cocoa beans. So the next one is watermelon cake, and this one recovers 1 hunger and it has 6 parts to it. But if you eat it, I actually noticed it does give you the seed as well. So that's kind of cool. I like that feature of it. Honestly, I probably wouldn't eat watermelon cake in real life. I might try it, I'm not sure. Maybe it would be delicious. But the recipe is milk, melon, egg, and also wheat. So the next one is pumpkin cake. It recovers 1 hunger. It has 6 parts. It gives you healing, but it also puts slowness on you. Probably because you're so full from that delicious cake. I am starving right now. Like, I get so hungry when I review this stuff. The recipe for this one is milk, pumpkins, of course, and wheat. So let's eat this. And now I actually have regeneration and slowness on at the same time. It's extremely helpful and annoying at the same time. Alright guys, we are on to spiced cake. And this one recovers 1 hunger, it has 6 parts, it actually gives you speed, but it poisons you. I mean, these cakes are so evil. Alright, so I'm gonna eat it, and now I could run around real quick, but I'm poisoned, so doesn't help me too much. And yeah, it lasts for about 50 seconds in total, which is quite long. I guess at least you could run around, but you're poisoned, which is terrible. And the recipe for this one is sugar, fermented spider's eyes, blaze powder, and also wheat. So the next cake is the cactus cake, and I can't really imagine who would want to eat a cactus cake, but it does recover 1 hunger at least it does something positive. It has 6 parts, it damages you when you eat it or when you walk on it. So if I walk on this thing right here, it's gonna hurt me. So yeah, do not walk on this cake. It is too dangerous. And if I eat it, it is gonna hurt me as well. So yeah, not too much good to say about this cake, but it's kind of cool. I like how there's unique stuff in the mod like that. And the recipe for this one is, of course, cactus, an egg, wheat, and also milk. So now we're on to the cookies cake, and this one is making me hungry. I would really like to try this one. It recovers 3 hunger, and it has 6 parts to it. So if I eat it, it should recover 3 hunger, and it did. And the recipe for this one is a bunch of cookies, obviously makes sense, an egg, and also 3 wheat. So now we're on to the sandy cake, and this one does not look very good. I mean, it's like really flat, and the weird thing is it's not even like in the middle of the block. I would not have this one. Sandy just does not sound good when you say it next to cake. It's supposed to recover 1 hunger. It actually only recovers half. Not sure why. But when I eat it, it also gives me like a bunch of sand, which is kind of cool. Only has 2 parts to it. And the recipe for this one is like sandstone blocks and eggs. It's just not good. Like, why would you put that in your cake? That is just crazy. So now guys, we are on to the most expensive cake in the entire mod, and that one is the stars cake. It recovers 1 hunger, it has 6 parts, and it also gives you a little experience as well. But not sure it's really worth it. I mean, check this out. The recipe is 2 nether stars. I mean, how expensive is that? Is it really worth it for 1 cake? You also need an egg, milk, and wheat. But yeah, we'll eat it. I'll recover a little bit of hunger and get a tiny amount of experience. I just don't see how that's worth it. They should probably make it a little more powerful. So the next one is the Nordic Cake. And this is like one of those thinner cakes. You can tell right here, it takes up half the block. And of course, you could only eat it 3 times because, you know, it's about half the size of a normal cake. And it does recover 1 hunger. The recipe for this one is ice, raw fish. This sounds nasty already. Snowballs and wheat. Imagine like putting all that stuff together into a cake. Sounds freaking disgusting. But yeah, if I eat it, I am going to get some hunger back. The anniversary cake is probably the coolest looking one. It has the creeper face on it, so pretty sick. I think it would even make like a nice decoration like in your house. This one recovers 1 hunger and has 6 parts. So yeah, kinda useful, not really too powerful, but definitely cool looking. I like the creeper face. And the recipe for this one is a bunch of slime balls, a creeper head, sugar, and wheat. So guys, there's one item I almost forgot to mention, and that is this bottle called Hunger. And the recipe is clay and a glass bottle. So really all it does is it makes you hungry. So if you really want to eat some cake and you want the effect from it and you're like, damn it, I am not hungry, now you could drink from this bottle and you'll be starving. And the final cake is the Ender Cake. It recovers 1 hunger, it has 2 parts, and of course, it teleports you. So the recipe for this one is ender pearls, sugar, an egg, and wheat. So yeah, if I eat this, it's gonna teleport me like randomly. And yeah, that is not where I wanted to teleport at all. Oh my god. Yeah, not the best cake in the world. Now that cake was a freaking lie. Why would you bring me over here? Like almost fell off the world. But anyways, guys, that's about all there is to show of this mod. It adds in a ton of cakes and some of them with some very unique abilities. Hope you guys enjoyed the review. If you did, make sure to leave a like and to subscribe. It really does help me out. Thanks for watching, guys. I will see you next time.